Hey there you guys, welcome back. Hasn't been very long, but let's do another little product review. Not really a review, an update. This is for the Mars Hydro light. So it's doing really well. Again, just like my other light, I brought the plants in and they've been under the lights for 3, maybe 4 weeks, and I'm already starting to notice some really good growth on some of the plants. So I'll show you what's happening. And behind me, it's the elephant ears, and this is the other side of the elephant ears. And as you can see, I've got a nice big leaf back there. Spider mite still problem. I actually noticed some webbing on some of the leaves that were yellowing, and that's excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat, it seems. So I had some yellowing leaves. I chalked it up to, I took a lot of the roots off of them, and they're in small pots, and I didn't cut back any of the leaves, so usually you get yellowing leaves. So I didn't really think anything of it, but I just chopped some leaves off, and I noticed that there was some webbing. So again, in the other video I mentioned, I purchased some predatory mites that I'm going to be utilizing. They're not here, I just ordered them this morning, and they're going to go on the soil. And I was thinking about doing nematodes, but nematodes need to have moist soil. If they don't have the moist soil, then they die. So it's just like, I don't know whether they do. I just know from grub control outside in the lawn, you got to keep your lawn evenly moist all the time, blah blah blah. And I don't have that sort of watering schedule, so my soil is more dry than not. So I don't want to waste my money on something that will probably end up dying in a few weeks. So that was long-winded. So I'm going with the mite option, and it's specifically for fungus gnats, but also controls spider mite and thrip and a whole slew of other things. So we'll see what it actually does. That should be arriving later on this week, hopefully, and I'll apply it to the soil. So anyway, let's get to it. Let's go see what this Mars Hydro light has to offer. So here it is. I don't have as many things under this light because I wasn't sure what I was going to do as things came in. I'm still pulling plants in, but I wanted to showcase this one because I thought that this one was really fun. A friend of mine gave me this olive tree, and it was outside. I don't know, I probably had it outside for at least a month and a half, and she had it on her patio for the summertime, and it really wasn't doing very much. And even for me, it didn't really do very much outside. It started to produce a little bit of growth down here at the base, as you can see, but it really didn't do very much. And the second I brought it inside, maybe a week after, I started noticing all of this new growth. So, am I in frame? I'm not even in frame. All of this new growth. Can you see? There's so many new little growth points. So I'm very excited to say that this plant is starting to thrive under these lights. So I keep things on the drier side in the house, but under these lights, if they're going to continue to grow really well, I need to water more often, because if they're actively growing, they're actively using the water from the soil, and they're going to dry out a lot faster. So I need to come down and I need to water more often. This particular elephant ear, this is Lowrider, Alocasia Lowrider. Really beautiful plant, but it has always been plagued with a little bit of problems. I don't know what it is about this particular one, but I noticed this morning, well, I noticed a couple of days ago I came down to water and I noticed there was a bunch of yellowing leaves, and then this morning when I came down and I was going to make this video, I noticed that there was all kinds of white all over the leaves. So it had an infestation of mealybugs. So I came down here with my insecticidal soap and I just sprayed the crap out of it. So after this video, I'll probably take it over to the sink and I'll rinse everything off and I'll give it another spray, just to try to get rid of anything. But it was on the undersides. As you can see, there's white flecking on the leaves. That's actually mealybug ickiness. And they're on the back sides of the leaves. So for whatever reason, it is a mealy magnet. I need to, well, I'll recognize that. Maybe if the mealies go to this rather than other things, that's a good thing. One thing to spray rather than 30 things to spray is always a easier way to contain these bugs. And I'll also try to utilize something else to try to, I'll have to look into something that might beneficially get rid of mealies. The bane of my existence. And this mangave doesn't really do very much. It just looks beautiful all the time, but it doesn't change the way that it grows. It's not going to spike up. It's not going to do anything crazy massive. So it's just looking beautiful. Hopefully it likes this light. I might move it out of here. It doesn't really need this strong of a light inside. It kind of will go a little bit dormant. And then I've got this, which one is this one? This is Amorphophallus bulbifer. This one is the one that was growing outside. The main leaves, there was two, died back, and then this one grew up, so I've got it under the lights. Hopefully it will continue to do beautifully. And let's see if there's any mealies under here. I did spray. No, I don't see anything under here. I did spray that one as a preventative measure. And yeah, so things are growing well under this light. This one is going to find more friends to grow under here, but for now, this is what's happening, and I'm very, very pleased with what's happening. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to grow this olive very well, but it's growing well. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this update. This is the grow light. You've seen it in the unboxing. Again, with the other light, I'm going to put a playlist together, so every update that I do, you'll be able to see how the progress is going on these plants. So anyway, until next time, you guys, happy growing. And show me what you're growing under lights. I want to see your setups. Post them to the Plants and Things What's Growing page on Facebook. And yeah, until next time, you guys, happy growing.